good.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see Cooper DeJean, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Caps and the Ravens on Monday night.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit cold.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go here on Monday night. Williams now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out right away. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. 3rd and long for Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll motion a tight end right. It's 1st down, and they'll run.
Travion Henderson.
Good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Jackson now on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Good D, James.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Good tackling, memory.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors.
Michael Penix is out for 3 weeks.
They'll be let out, Greg, by their rookie quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence.
See what Pavia got.
Put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll send their tight end left. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
And we got to get Pavia 300 yards and a touchdown.
These really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So trying to get the running game going. His first carry, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a 3rd and 2. Pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. This time they'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
Incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And when they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
It's all right.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Oh boy.
He's going to keep it himself.
Oh my God.
Finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run for the first time with their fullback to the 5-yard line.
C.J. Donaldson.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Oh my God.
Running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one.
Good run.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Let's go, Pav.
First and 10 now from the 36. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw taken in. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, you gotta catch that.
Incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, He let 6 points slip away with that drop.
Facts.
Everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
There we go.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown Cats.
But Gustav is saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Good drive.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And it back out again. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. Drive will start on the
Oh,
ground.
that's me.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Slot man in motion left. Right back to him on
Good
first
D.
down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2 minute.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson.
Good D.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
3rd and long. Jackson now from the 50. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
Good tackle, Prescott.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Hey.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll go left side here and
Let's
complete.
go, Swan.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Good catch. Good throw.
Touchdown Cats.
You know, Mike, at this level, created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter.
What a
You
throw.
talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Caps are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first
Pavia's
half.
a
We'll
66
see if they can do
overall.
anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back set to go once more. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one downfield by Flowers. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop the clock, 24 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson.
Good sack.
Gets there, and down he goes.
Great sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd
Here we go, Jalen.
and long.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
He's dotting me up.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Let's go, Pav.
The Caps offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. A big one there to start the second half.
Good throw.
A gain of 57 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Caps. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes
D.
one guy to distort the defense and win his block.
good O.
But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Caps are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off.
Good sack,
Does a nice
boys.
job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Good hit,
And the
Barnes.
defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson.
Good D, Baron.
This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6.
Let's go, Diego. Go, Diego, go.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Back to throw.
Oh,
Deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. There's a 3rd down and 4.
let's get out of there, squirrel. I got press on Adonai. Hold on.
They'll look to throw. He'll let one go.
Oh, fuck. That's on me.
Will take over possession here at the 44.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And
Yeah, that was my fault.
Signal caller behind center. They're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page,
Oh, that's
move
me.
on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag.
Good sack,
This
boys.
offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Good D,
And
Savon.
that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. Good snap.
Good D.
Good kick. And the Ravens are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Caps offense ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for
Not the
an
rookie.
injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Good stop, Fannin.
Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Little short
Fannin.
pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside
Way to get
the
open, baby.
30-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Good block.
This time. Good blocking to the 15.
Good running, Singleton.
Taken down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for
Bro.
an injured player. As the
Oh my
athletic
God,
training
please
staff
don't be injured.
We'll step away for a moment. From the
I'm trying to get him the rushing
2nd
record.
and goal.
Let's go, Pav.
Blocking, and he's in. Touchdown Caps. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to
85
the end zone for
speed.
the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Broken ribs, fuck me. Oh my God. Well, no rushing record for him.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down.
Good tackle, boys.
His way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson looking to throw. And it's
You stick with him.
Caught high foul. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this.
Good game so far.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They send him right out of the slot.
Good tackling, my boy.
Do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Going for it on 4th and 5.
Now, Jackson. They'll try to run for
When you find yourself trailing,
Ain't no
late in the
way.
game, decision-making
Thanks,
is
EA.
critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Lamar, going to work from the pistol. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well,
Let's get these
their
boys off the
quarterback's been
field.
actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Good sack, Abdul.
Down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
3rd and long for Jackson.
Let's go, Savon.
Throw left side, gonna be intercepted. And the Pats are gonna have it at their own 32-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Caps offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. The conversation is real. 17-0 can be seen on the horizon.
It's tough.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes the blitz pockets as he looks to throw.
Go get it, squirrel. What?
And that is
What?
incomplete.
Wow.
In this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Good D.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball.
Good sack, Abdul.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On third down, Jackson. And that is
Good rush.
incomplete.
Needed that.
In the story of this entire game, Mike, I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. We've already reported a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Now, deep ball for Bateman.
Let's go, Price up.
Underthrown and intercepted. And the Caps are gonna have it at their own
Good pick, baby.
32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself,
Beautiful.
and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Caps offense ready to see what
Still
they
gotta
can
get 300
do.
yards of Pav.
And they just continue to roll right along. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in the fourth quarter. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's gonna air
Bro,
this
what?
out. Very quick
I know
throw
it's
there,
inaccurate, but come
on
on.
the same page with his target.
Gotta get
That's
there.
incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. They did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That one taken in by Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Back to the air one more time.
Ah, come on.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
What do I got? 256, okay.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
No.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Bro,
For these
again?
young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad play.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Good D, Savon.
It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about
Good
it
ball.
that doesn't look right. I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Here's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal
Let's
coming
go,
up.
baby.
He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here is 1st and goal. Again, it's Jackson.
Let's go, Flo.
3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Caps are going to get the football at their own 23.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here.
Good pick,
but
baby.
It feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6. But in this case, you come away with 0.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
Okay, Gatson.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Let's go, baby.
Ravens now going to
Good
use
spin.
their final timeout. As it comes with a minute 25 left to go in the contest.
Good stuff. Okay, we got to drive.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Wow, did he get hurt?
They bring the tight end in motion. Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he
Bro,
gets that
oh
forward
my
for a
God.
gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw.
Good catch, Gatson.
And completes it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop the throw. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And they bring
310
it down,
yards.
but
Let's
not
go,
until
baby.
they get inside the 30-yard line. Sensational
Good game,
stats
Pav.
in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go dive. Over here.
the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. They'll throw out of the gun. That one knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is
Come on, Pav.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Pav, come on, dog.
That is incomplete.
I didn't even angle it that bad.
Very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. One last shot now for Jackson.
Good D.
Throw of the game winds up incomplete.
Good defense, boys.
This one comes to an end. So it's a win for our visitors. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December. They continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.
Good stuff. Gotta get the Justin Flow interception. Good game. Not a bad game, Pav. Couple inaccurates, but it's expected. the throw. Tough. Oh well, we got it done. Three upgrades. Let's go, price on. Let's go. Hell yeah. 89 press, my boy. Yes, sir. So, I guess we can go that. A game price on. Golden, okay. Nice. Very nice. DJ, need your ass to stay healthy. Please and thank you. Very nice. We're getting them there. Let's go, Pav. $67 overall. So he's not bad. Pretty good. But yeah, next week. Oh, here we go. QB breakout. Great backdrop, EA. What? Said I needed 300 in a TD. That's crazy. 5 fucking weeks. Yep, that's the rest of the season. That's tough, bro. But yeah, next week we got the Saints. You heard me.